All right, ladies and gents, good morning. This is first episode of a new podcast I'm doing called A Different View. And just want to talk today about relationships. Oddly enough, it is a hotbed topic, especially when you look between celebrities and other people with other people, the weird things that go on with folks. And mine today, my issue today is with the idea of those who think intercultural relationships. And I don't use the word interracial because when you look at the word racism, I'm real big on breaking down words and phrases because I think words and phrases have been used to really honestly destroy reality as we know it, people's lives, and more so in some sick attempt to be able to just take from people. So when you talk on intercultural relationships, many people make distinctions of who you can and cannot be with for certain reasons. And while I understand, say, we'll take for instance, white and black people, which again, if you do some research, you'll find that the terms white and black were made up some time ago. They actually at one point in civilization, no one went by those terms. They really more or less went by the terms of the part of the planet they came from. So either Italian, Albanian, Kenyan, of course, Chinese or Vietnamese, etc. But in order to make up laws and such, they started using these terms to divide and conquer, if you will. So everybody, humans have been made to love each other. As much as they are to hate each other, the opposite would be to love each other. And because of that, the idea that people cannot cohabitate with other cultures, it's kind of silly, because at the end of it all, you can. The problem is in the people. It's in those who buy into a certain mentality that maybe a certain group of people is not as good as they are, so you shouldn't be around them. Things like arranged marriages, where a certain family benefits from the child, which is gross in its own right when you think about it, just because people are willing to use their children as some bargaining chip to get things in this life that are highly temporary. Money and power and positions buys you maybe max 80 years. In some of these cases, of course, like when people bring up the term supremacy, you can go a couple hundred years with it, of course, as we have seen. But again, in the spectrum of time itself, that's very, very, very small. So people are really are compromising on such a level. It's pretty bad. But there's no reason that I can't like someone of another culture, be it from the nation of India, someone who is native, someone who is African, someone who is European, Asian. It doesn't matter. And the more important things are how you get along with the person. Do you connect on some level? You like the same type of movie, same type of music? Do you have the same kind of core values on certain things? Like those are the things that matter, not, and yes, financial things. It'd be silly to say in relationships that being able to take care of each other financially is not something you should look at, because it is. But at the same time, you cannot solely base things one on the other. There has to be a level of balance, or else when you base it on the one thing and neglect the others are going to show off the lack of importance you put upon them or attention you gave to it, and then that part will mess up relationships. And we've heard stuff like this from our friends and counselors and everything a million times. So that's my little excerpt for today, just to, look out for each other, look beyond the stuff that people have been told, that you've heard all your life, because honestly, there's a lot of beauty, in a different view. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon.